Let's check back in with the biggest disaster of the year, and I do think Concord is at least a major contender for biggest flop of the year. Honestly, I think it comes down to this game and Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. I think that game and Concord definitely will be the top 2 contenders for disaster of the year. I just can't see Outlaws or Shadows doing as bad as this. I mean, look at this. We're only like 2 or 3 days out from launch on this game, and there's only 172 players in Steam right now. And it's almost lunchtime. It's almost noon. And there's only 172 players in this game right now. I mean, that's pathetic. This is a brand new game. Sony probably lost $100 million or is going to lose $100 million on this. And that's really bad. Years of development down the drain. And there's a lot of reasons for it. It's not just the characters, though I do think that is a big part of it. I think people are tired of the virtue signaling. I think people are really tired of it. And when you have that attached to your game now, there's a big stigma around it, especially when it's propped up as a reason to buy the game. So this game, I mean, outside of that, being $40 in a genre of free-to-play games, that's a big thing too. This game is going to have to go free-to-play, by the way. How sad that is for the 697 people that bought it. I'm sure they'll get $40 of in-game credit, maybe. But this game is going to have to go free-to-play. And even if it goes free-to-play, I doubt that many people will pick it up. Because when it was a free open beta game, you still couldn't get more than 2,000 people to check it out. That's a huge failure. Huge failure. Now, they're trying to justify or at least figure out why this game is failing. And at least, now, Paul Tassi, definitely probably not a fan of mine. I don't think he likes people that call this shit out. But sometimes he can do some good work. And he came up with a 10-reason list as to why this game is a failure. And I agree with quite a bit of it. Like this one, number 1, it's $40. Yeah, that is a huge reason why this game is failing. Because just about everything else is free to play. That's why I'm saying this game is going to have to go free to play. It's going to have to. Or otherwise it's just going to die. But will it be successful at free? Because, I mean, as he points out here, only 2,300 people played the open beta. I also think that this genre, these hero shooters, are just kind of drying up too. There's certain ones that keep going, like Overwatch. Then you've got that Marvel Rivals game coming out, which people say is actually pretty decent. I think that game's free to play as well. Don't quote me on that. I'm not sure. I haven't followed it too much other than I've heard actually okay things about that game. Hero shooter oversaturation. Yeah, he's 100% right there. There's a lot of them. Overwatch, Apex Legends, and more. It took 8 years to make. I don't even know. That's just what they're saying. I don't know how true that is, but man, that's a long time for this game. Extremely poor hero design and aesthetics. That's true too. Nobody likes these characters. They look bad. The main issue here is not character diversity, as some have said, just that they look so bad. They do look bad. I mean, I can't disagree with that. This character being overweight makes no sense. And there's more than this character. There's a couple that are overweight. Nobody wants to play as these characters. Nobody. The anti-woke crusade. Now, this is where they blame me and other people. Which one is it? And I've said this in an Acolyte video. Do we have power or do we not have power? Because remember Velma? Like I said, Velma, Apparently, I'm the reason that it got renewed, and a couple of other people. And then, Acolyte apparently gets canceled because of me. So do I have power? Do I not have power? Which one is it? No marketing. I don't know if that's true because game journalists pushed it quite hard. A lot of people are saying it got put out just to die. I don't know if that's true. I think people are just tired of this shit. A focus on mocap cinematics. This one, I don't think really matters that much. Gameplay doesn't stand out. That one I agree with. It's just another hero shooter, except this one's got ugly characters. It's derivative. I don't know about most people. If they like something, they like something. What game is this ripping off too much? Because the characters, these kinds of games honestly do live and die by their characters. And these characters are all ugly and uninteresting. Like, the selling point for these characters is that they have multiple body types and diverse characters and pronouns. Like, it literally lives and dies on its woke identity, really. Like, that's the difference between this game and an Overwatch. It really is, at least on the outside looking in on it. It's drowned out. That's kind of the same as your other one up here. Hero shooter oversaturation. Not just by other hero shooters, but at this exact moment, no one is paying attention to anything else except Wukong's 2.2 million concurrent players, and the fact that Valve officially announced Deadlock the same night Concord was released, which naturally got tens of thousands of players into the PvP game instantly. So I don't know if that's true, because not everybody wants a single player. Some people want shooters. Other games release at the same time as other big hits and do just fine. I think that there's a lot of good things on here, but there's also a couple, like I said, that like the anti-woke crusade. I think it's not the crusade. I think in just general, people are against it. Like, they're tired of the needless virtue signaling. So there's that, and then you got stuff like this saying that Sony put it out to die. A lot of excuses, and people just don't want to admit the truth. People don't want shit like Concord, and it shows. And you're seeing it right here. Let's refresh right now. Oh, it went down 168 players right now. Shocking. You could probably see this game drop under 100 players within a month. And I think that's going to happen. And boy, is that going to be sad to see. I saw some people saying, don't celebrate this game's loss because so many people worked on it. Well, they all got paid. The people that are getting screwed over are at the end of the day really are the heads of the studio. And one of them is not a nice person. It said a lot of nasty shit about people. And Sony. Sony's the one that's going to ultimately lose the most on this. It's funny how as soon as they moved to California, they started making shit like this. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed to that notification bell. And we'll see you on the next one. Peace.